What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to more Victoria 3 as the Federation of the Americas. That's quite nice. Instead of the Andes, we became Federation of the Americas. That's awesome, actually. No more nations we can form. We're going to build a skyscraper. We need to survey. Let's survey Panama here. We'll take the hit to our bureaucracy. But since we can claim it from our subject, I think it will work out fine here. If I do an annex subject play right now, it's 40 infamy, man. 40 infamy. Dang. Dang. How long does that time modifier last? Attracting European immigrants for 4 years. Age Cadios is going to slowly work its way out of here, hopefully. Building our textile mills. What's after the textile mills? Well, it's got to be... How's our market? Our market access is so shit. I don't want to be in this market anymore. You have some interest we can declare. Eventually, we did lose our Chinese interest for a little bit. But let me, like, get my own market control. Economic dependence on overlord. You're not my overlord. We are independent here. What if I grant you this and then attack you? Doesn't matter if you have a truce, but I'm thinking about that. You do have independence supported by some other people. Does that go both ways? You do. Meaning if I attack this person... Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the Panama survey and we're going to get a return state over here. We're going to start damaging our relations with our subject. Appointed bureaucrats, we'll give you protectionism instead. Who hates this here? We can lose a little rural folks. We'll lose industrial support. Got quite a few protectionists in charge of various things here. Trying to think how we can build towards the communist area. Need to urbanize still. This is on its way out. Guess we need to build more rubber plantations. Getting towards that level. We'll just throw them out here. There we go. These will get value eventually, so might as well have a little bit of them now. And anywhere that has low infrastructure we need to fix. And there we go. Could do our colonial administrations. I'm going to hold off until we unite our lands, then I'll do it. It does make sense at some level to do that stuff, but not right now. Alright. This is what I want to hear is this. Once this pops, our bureaucracy will go back up. We'll make more money. And we should... Some of the red tape here. Should get a claim. Now I have a claim on Panama, meaning I can do... Hopefully, once we go down below cordial, I can do a conquer state against you. And that will let us fight against Venezuela. Venezuela we can subjugate, which will remove their defensive pacts and things, and we can keep going down the list here. So New Granada will die. Venezuela is next, and then it's going to be all these other guys that are left here, but most of you aren't super problematic, I don't think. All right, so need to go down below cordial to do a return state. Man, there's multiculturalism. It's just good for us. Blanket statement. Our bureaucracy has gone to shit. Minus 100 from time modifiers for the European stuff. Radicals and things will be a problem from political movements, but I don't care. We'll just tank it. Let's go for protectionism. Blanket, everybody likes it. Give me a little bit more money, and we can rely on ourselves to produce most goods here. Because our market independent. We're in our own market. Beautiful. It's actually awesome. And it does mean I need to fix a lot of shit, though. Let's get some from the Vietnamese. Let's get some of this. We could just... Actually, let's just get it from... And then we should be building these. Go to steamships. They really did sneak this in on us here. Don't mind being free, but man, it surprised me. All right, we should have some of these actually making money if they go to elastic. So let's just turn it on because we are going to need that stuff. Some of you need to go to just normal glassware here for sure. Keep a lot of the small ones on their stuff, but I want to have at least 11. Half of ours on crystal glass. Normal glass, I should say. Urbanize this. Industrial ports. You need to come over to steam trawlers. You need to come over to steam powered. And our buildings now will probably need to be of certain varieties here. We got a lot of shortages. Egyptian and Prussia. This is a good problem to have here. It's a huge amount. I just need to do by a mountain, I guess. Alright, let's get all these kickstarted and then we'll work on the shortages after. Can we build opium ourselves? We can. Alright, our queue is going to take 5 years. We'll let that just churn. And we'll start fixing our own stuff here. Anything that's not profitable, we'll cut. They want to trade states. Portuguese Zambezia. Where? Well, I've been kicked out of the power block. Well, let's form a power block here. Training ideal, enactment time. Trade. Let's go for the trade league just because it makes more sense as opposed to this. Let's go for the trade league. This is going to be the... I don't even care. Let's just go run with it, whatever it is. Trade league. Show me. Let me do my principle here. Oh, I gotta click it down here. Internal trade, bonus infrastructure versus... I'd like the external trade here. Don't need interest to have our stuff here and trade routes being better. Let's form our power block. The Unity League. More migrants means more money. More money means more profit. More profit means just more hopeful eventual communist support. You still have 40 years left in the game, so we can do a lot with that time. Our next move is going to be an attack on you, though. This is about the time I need to start doing a colonial administration. Do I do it now, though? Because it's a lot of money we turn down. Let's wait till we unify before we form those. It is a lot of money we turn down in our market area here. I do just want to take this region. Speaking of actions here, I want to look at people I can get trade agreements with. Where is that option? Buy to our power block, mutual investment. Am I stupid? That's what the symbol looks like. There it is. Great Britain would say yes if we offered them an obligation, but we don't need to do that yet. Oh, we're gonna be a fucking rubber haven. Is our government this? Oh, it is disloyal. Well, we'll wait for this to pop. Liberal radicalization, or let's get the social democrat. Well, let's get that. Okay, bunch of mass migrations targeting us. Means we're just gonna have more pop coming in. It also helps we got multiculturalism. That will help push us along. We need some social security investment. We also need access to just bureaucracy in general. Speaking of, I should have a skyscraper. And we are doing the bureaucratic throughput here. And if I come down here to our La Paz paper, it's not making much money here. Is that because we have excess paper? Looks like we do. Let's get some to Taiping. Speaking of Heavenly Kingdom, they changed pretty fast on us there. I think I can now do a return state on you. Do you have support independence? No, you don't. Alright, here's the trick here. We want to see who all gets involved, and I'm going to send my people to deal with it. I'm expecting an Argentina to get involved, in which case I might just take a bunch of Argentinian land. There goes Mexico. Don't think I care too much about the Mexicans. Could fucking protect with them, though. Alright, I at least want to take out... That's not us. I want to take Antioquia. Really? 24 to take Antioquia. I guess because it's not an annex subject one. What's this one over here, though? New Granadine, Amazonas. Let's take that. Can I not do just like an annex subject? Bet you have a truce with us so you can't get involved, right? Yeah, that's why. Let's get momentum. And we're just going to do it. Let's just do it. I want Antioquia, and I want Cundamerica too. They want to liberate Uruguay. We're going to make our subjects very mad with this. But that's fine with me. So we end up paying more with me than it would have been just to take the damn annex subject play. That's what I'm realizing here. If I go back in time, can I avoid that? Let's go back to March and see. It's just better to do the... Yeah, it's better to do just the straight annex play. And the annex play is being determined by... Well, if I do a reduce autonomy on you... Holy support independence, man. Holy shit. What in the hell? Okay. Let's go for the annex subject play. Unless this is going down right now. When is that time modifier gone? Come on, please. When does that expire, though? Can I see in diplomacy? Well, that just sucks. Alright, I need to annex somebody. Of my subjects, 2 of them are very, very disloyal. These guys are trending that way. I guess let's just save it and go for the play with Paraguay. We're gonna do an annex play against Paraguay, and if he gets independence supported by somebody, like Venezuela here, or Angola, we can go for reduced autonomy play on you and draw people in that way. I do want a trade agreement with Britain. It just makes sense. And we should trade everything we can with Britain then. This war here has people who may let us on their side. Nope. So anywhere you see Britain in this list, we need to accept their trade routes. Where it makes sense to. Not gonna waste shit on... Like, that's just not valuable to us. We'll do that, sure. We'll do anything with imports. I don't mind the import markets. Especially since I'm gonna become protectorate anyway. Like, not protectorate, but protectionist. Once our election happens. You can lose a little rail. That's fine. Gold fields depleted is terrible. Speaking of, I want to immediately come and do government administration. Language in the classroom. Uniting peoples and a person. This is a authoritarian. Whatever, come along. How many fucking authoritarians can we have? Okay, this government is the most supported, the Liberal Party and the Social Democrats. We love that. Lose a little approval here, that's fine. Speaking of, I can up my investment there. We're back to baseline. Old South Andean ways can't be lost. When does this time modifier go away? I wish I knew. Assuming it's 5 years. Five years is what would make sense here. $60 million GDP, how do we fare? We are the 6th GDP nation, right around the size of Russia and the United States. That's nice. You're trending down now. I think that means our thing popped off. It did. So there can now go down peacefully. Yes. Okay, let's make sure we're improving with our subjects here. This looks like peaceful annexation might be in the future for us. Let's exempt you from service. We already are exempting you. Just need to make sure these support independences kind of fall through where they can. You're never going to be loyal with all that support independence. That's plus 15. Although the economic entanglement can counteract a lot of it here. La Paz gets qualifications. Let's get the just bonus success chance there. think that'll be fine for us. We're building all of the rubber in the world. How's our university? We're over cap now. We are getting a lot of migration in here from everywhere. All right, let's cut off some opium taxes and some tobacco. It's going to hurt our income, but we need it just to make ends meet here. Here comes protectionism. Should generate some more money for us. Export rubber to the British. Looks like we need more ports, and I am in favor of that. So let's go where we have low. Just going to throw a bunch of ports down there. And with our current setup here, what do we want to do? We are making a ton of money. Need to invest in different things. Well, for starters, a change in taxation policy. Could use some of that money. Proportional taxation is just a boon. I want to go over here, do something with this. I think if we go old age pension or women's suffrage. Let's go women's suffrage. And then we'll go old age pension. I just want to get the feminist movements to not distract from us. All right, what did we already get past this guy's in favor of? I think let's grant him leadership. We're going to expel our authoritarian. Oh, we have protected speech. We can't expel anybody. Okay. I'm fine having a social democrat in power here. All right, let's increase our investment in construction. With pause, my friend, we're going to build 18 construction sectors. This is an overkill, like the craziest overkill, but I'm going to do it anyway because I feel like we can tank the hit from that. Centers rank rights, get custodianship. Let's start getting women rights. Did we not end up working the government administrations I just queued up? Nope, they're staffed. Let's build 20 more of these. Ooh, okay. There we go. British East Africa gets their worker struggles. That means we should start to have some stuff going on here. Subject is defiant, but he does like us. You're trending down. You're trending down. Good. Need to spend our money. Defensive pacts. I think we still fight. Oh, guarantee dependence from... Okay, never mind. You, sir, are still independent, and you should become my subject. How much would it take just to take your land? 13 each. Okay. Uganda. Okay. Again, not something I care about. Let's use our actual army to deal with this. Speaking of, I want to up our investment into military here. It's time for us to actually have a competitive fleet. Doing a lot of things that's going to cost us a lot of money, but I think this is a good time to transition into the late game here. And upping our investment in all of this stuff will help that goal. Especially as we get more and more people to come into our nation, over to our nation. Spain has embargoed us. Okay. More rubber exports? Not really. It's landed in North Madagascar. Should have added like a war reps request in there too. Well, you live and you learn. Zol to build out our power block here. You are no longer got support independence. You still have your defensive pact, but I think that means I could just make a play here. We're going to start taking the African regions from Portugal. Using our naval power. Should work out, because you should have some of your independence supported by... No, it's not those guys. It's other guys. But oh well. Unequal treatment. Let's just lose some people here. Who are you? You're authoritarian. Get out of here. That means I can get someone else involved who's actually fucking helpful. It's a radical, but not our type of radical. I want a communist. Ethno-nationalist is a little bit off the mark there. Multiculturalist is pretty good here. It's a reformer. None of these are what I need. I wish I could sort by ideology here, or like movement they support. That would be very helpful. There you go. That's a communist right there. Religious majority movement. I think I'm a communist, but it'd be better if we could have a anarchist here. Don't know if this is good. The Council Republic's the only thing I think could be helpful for us. And that is a very strong party right now. I'm gonna make him a Council Republic, dude. He's gonna join the peasant movement, which is not really useful. We can just take the authority. Violence against women? Come on, man. Have some tact. Alright, so develop an Amazonian states, an outpost. They require more labor. Let's get the migration attraction. Federation of the Americas, let's lose some... Okay, that's fine. Right, now we have a friendly subject we can... Well, friendly is a stretch of the words there, but we have a subject. Another company we can invest into. I like the fertilizer throughput. Colony growth speed also could be a shout, but they don't have exactly a lot of prosperity already. I feel like the radicals political movements will help us. Especially since we're going to be doing some very divisive laws here in the end game here. Alright, do we go the external trade route to get us competitiveness? I think we do. Right now we're in the expansion phase. And I think we make a play against this guy. Don't care about any of these guys. How much are you sporting in an army, Spain? Enough to cause me problems, but not enough to actually make me care about the problems you're causing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make a play for all of your regions here. Lorenco Marquez. You're already taking Zambezia. Then I want to take Mozambique. So Gambia and this stuff is all over here, right? So that's Angola. Mozambique. So where's the Sunda Island? Sunda Island's like over here, right? Yeah. Gambia should be in Africa somewhere. Same with Gambia's over there. So we're just going to take Mozambique. Spain will get involved. That is fine. I just want to throw out you over here. I am worried about naval invasions. But I think we can get by with just my navy here. Because we should outnumber their fleets. Assuming our monitor. Go ahead and go to. Do your numbers only go up when you're at port? I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. Especially if they end up not getting involved. You do have support from Spain. What can I get from Spain? Could take Cuba, could take Java. No, we're just gonna sit on our laurels here. There is women's suffrage. That is beautiful. We're gonna get European migration again. Welcome. And with women's suffrage, I think our next move is old age pension, or we could do workers' protection, but old age pension I think is going to more so my way here. We'll piss off some people. The industrialists can be angry as long as they want. That's fine. We're working to weaken their power. You need to advance front, and I need you to advance front as well. Let's let the war go. Though no one's gonna get here in time to stop us from doing anything. There we go. Port is taken. I think our 11 stack just fucking teleported. Don't like that as a mechanic, man. Like, it makes, like, there's times when it comes in handy, but whenever you're, like, right by the target area, I don't want you to be teleported home, you know? Alright, let's send our army over here. Worried about naval bases back home, but we can keep an eye on that. Go ahead and take all that stuff. Cool. We'll push all of them out. You are defended in your home area. Could be a little tricky here, though. I'm just gonna keep doing small naval invasions here. The more we full annex or full occupy a lot of the Portuguese lands, the better it is. Right, and they also want to get involved in the same region, so that's why they're attacking there. This all should favor us. We are just churning through our rubber plantations and things. Where is that naval invasion? Okay, still in the same region. Meaning still not a major concern for us. Argentina's on the way out. Venezuela, cool. Alright, let's just go ahead and set our guys back home. I think we have enough to hold all the stuff we need. Case in point. I'm going to stop that thing from happening. Bring our military back to over here. Our navy will defend the home country, and everything else will be defended by our main army. I could break the army in half if I really needed to get something done here. Old age mission, I think it's going to fail. Let's go ahead and go for a smaller support thing. Let's go workers' protection here. Just have to deal with the angry people. And I'm going to need more government administrations here. Transvaal is not a long-term investment for us. That's why I want to do it in Patagonia. This is also going to make our... Oh, we need to upgrade our fleets here. Okay. And our power is going up, so we should get more people willing to work with us in different ways. Like, I would support you if you offered me something. Hypothetically. Let's develop another state, get more migration attraction, better gun production. Do we not? I bet you we... I bet you we don't have much access to... we do have good munitions plants. Took me a while to get those words out of my mouth, but we got there. All right, another party is formed. Join the Liberal Party. Okay. We actually got into the positive there for a little bit. How is our... Yeah, that's a cost and a half we'll have to pay. Little by little. Get the education access and assimilation here. We're going to go for the good person route. We're going to be good people. Our puppet over here is fine. Protectorate over here is fine. The support independence is really what worries me. Labor and socialist movement traction sounds great. We have a strong socialist movement. We'll just take the stall. Oh, would you look at that? Our land is free. Not incorporating these because it's very expensive. But everything else stands. Goodness here. Okay, so military pension is in 10 weeks. That's big. How is our production going? We still don't have open hearth process as well. That's fine for us. So actually, once we get malaria prevention, it's going to be central planning. Let's get an extra company. Market access, price impact. Arcades will just be good for us. I don't really care too much about the multinational. Actually, the infamy generation. I do care about that. So I want to be a little aggressive here. But after that, I think everything else tracks here. Psychoanalytics, film, political, and then we're just going to go down for the last path, but we'll circle back to it. Well, analytics to get our universities better. Max tier of that investment. I know it takes forever. Let's get macroeconomics. And we'll just keep going down this stuff here. We're going to knock out all the social stuff. Don't think we have enough time to actually get everything in the tree. Don't even have radios or telephones yet, and it's turn of the century. More civilian control. Age of Cadeism is almost over. Literally 19 reasons. The last Qadiyah. That's what makes them strongly oppose other things. Yeah, this is how we can get towards counter-republic, is first getting rid of military rule. Okay, can I up my government investment? Not really. We're going to do it anyway. I support having just this group in there. Who is in charge of you? And there is our... Okay, so that is our go button here. I know it's inefficient to do all of this, but now we have the scramble for Africa, and we are absolutely going to be tearing through these lands. Now let's try to maybe assert our dominance over Africa a little bit here. Did we lose our... We did lose our alliance with you. Do you hate me now? You're cooperative, but I could totally just eliminate your stuff here. Not Venezuela. No, you have no one supporting you. I guess the AI is just better than me at that stuff. Let's get the safe route there, instead of working our manufactories for no reason. Arming the natives. We want colonial growth here. And screw Spain. I think I'm definitely going to go for your annexation first. Embargo Spain. Yeah, we'll do it. There's our political movement. Trade routes that are not profitable. There's a couple of them. Okay, we just keep building the rubber plantations, which is... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Whatever, we'll just get through it. It's 2 years. Whatever. We'll do other laws while we pass it, but having that rubber will be useful. At least for machine tooling and stuff. Electric still, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. We should have the oil to go back in packaging. So let's do that. It'll cause shortages shortly. But I think long term it's the right way. Oh, we have synthetic plants. Didn't know I got those. Oh, automatic irrigation for sure. This is going to cause a huge shortage of engines. But I can fix that by coming over here, going to our motor industries, going to La Paz, and we're going to just absolutely make this a titan of industry here. And same with Sao Paulo. Because one of you is definitely going to get turned into... Wait, let's go over to... 50 is the highest level you get for your economy of scale throughput bonus, right? So that's what we're going to do. Speaking of that, we probably need to go to La Paz and say bam, and then the other one was Sao Paulo. Build 5 more railways in each of those. Visitors from the colonies. Colony growth speed, I don't care. Mission to Africa. We will spread the faith. New mandate for our power block. Let's get our external trade, which will be very helpful because that means we don't have to worry about our interests when establishing our trade routes, meaning I can do things like export to any market I care about or do this import to the British, those kinds of things. Granted, our convoys aren't the best, and it doesn't help that. Let's go ahead and... it probably will help us a ton if I just get through these ports I've thrown in the queue. So let's get through those ports. And we also let's just build the gold mines too, because they just make money. They print money, literally. We're about to have our maxed out institutions and everything except for Social Security, which is nice. We need some kind of communist movement here. And how can I get that? Let's also do develop Amazonian states, rubber barons. Public trading. Do we not have that turned? Oh, missed that entirely. International exchange standards. Acquire land in Panama. Yeah, we're going to get Panama land pretty easily here once I can get this subject to be weakened. Your economic entanglement going up is just really good for us. Yeah, the good news here is we're going to get Venezuela. We're going to go for our annex subject play with this guy. As soon as this goes down. Once we get down to that level, well, I think it gets really low. Like you, it's 14 of me, really. Intelligentsia wants some support. You're a protectionist. Sure, go for it. Because I think I'm going to throw you in power if I can. Let's also up our investment into our government workers. And our prestige is almost enough to eclipse the French. It's a very strong Britain, this game, which is fine. We normally are pretty good relations with them. They don't like us as much anymore for the alliance because we've changed our main operating principles. But that's fine. We do still have a trade agreement with them. I will do some exports here. Also mobilization. We should turn on some of this stuff. Has New Guinea been colonized? It is not, but our stuff's over there. No progress. Need to make sure we throw a port over here, by the way. One port each. Same over here, just to get you access. Wouldn't want to weaken our market involuntarily. There goes our infamy generation. Ideas are gone. Slave trade is gone. We want the colony growth speed for sure here. We still want the Red Scare and other things. Where's political agitation? Do we not have that yet? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Here comes central planning. We need to start changing our government. We have some support. It's the everyone else that's angry. Okay. So what this means to me is that if I throw this guy in power, we'll have more support in 5 weeks. So that means I want to throw some of the men. We're going to kickstart the movements here. We can lose prestige. I don't want 12 infamy for no reason. This one, I would... Oh, I got to become subject. Would have been nice. Little to lose from enemy war goals. Problem is if I annex... I want to annex the good subject here. If I annex the dumb ones, it's going to be... just a loss for us. Who is this? Zanzibar is independent. We're going to just take your land here. 20 infamy. But that's a lot of land that we can just welcome into our nation. Speaking of, we're making a lot of money right now. And I want to invest that, probably. Telephone switchboards, command economy. That is very good. We don't have access to telephone switchboards, but command economy we do. What do I want to do with our money that we have? Well, I think we can upgrade Sao Paulo. Invest more into construction. Because construction is king. I have been sided against by the British. They want American Heroland. I want... Haiti. Haitian Guyana. Well, shit. This is going to be bad for us, right? British East Africa, and I also want British Congo. This is not going to go well for us, I don't think. Oh, get to this front. You get over here. We don't have the naval superiority in this situation, which is unfortunate. I need a navy. Research independence guaranteed? No, you just accepted protectorate status because you hate me. And apparently you like the British more. Alright, here's what I want to do. I want to go back in time here. We're going to make a save before absolutely destroying our nation. Did I just overwrite a save? I did overwrite a save, didn't I? Okay, go to save 3 then. January 1st, 1900. That's a good spot to start there, but we are not going to fight GB just for Zanzibar. That's insane. Not doing that stuff. Alright, anywho. Let me make a save here pre-war, and we'll do something else, but I'll think about that, and we'll do that in the start of the next episode. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I've been Sean, the Split Screeners, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.